ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Paradise United Church of Christ for this performance by the Canton Concert Band, the sixth in our 2026 season. My name is Langreder, and I'll be serving as your announcer this evening. Our conductor is Tryon. Mark has attended the University of Akron and the Ohio State University, earning degrees in music education, clarinet performance, and instrumental conducting. He is beginning his 19th year as band director at Lake High School in Uniontown, and also serves as the organist here at Paradise Church. Our concert this evening honors the 250th birthday of our nation with a program that features patriotic favorites and music by American composers. Our program will also include a musical tribute to Pat Croft, who performed with this band for 66 years and was a longtime member here at Paradise Church. Now please rise and join in singing our national anthem. Spirit with his open and slowly changing harmonies. In the next work, a Copland tribute, you will hear excerpts from some of his most famous and recognizable symphonic works, including Fanfare for the Common Man, Appalachian Spring, and Rodeo. President Chester Arthur once remarked to John Philip Sousa, then conductor of the Marine Band, that he did not care for the official song, Hail to the Chief. After Sousa informed him that the tune was actually an old Scottish boating song, Arthur asked Sousa to compose something more appropriate. Sousa responded with two pieces, Presidential Polonaise and the march you are about to hear, Semper Fidelis. Sousa dedicated the march to the officers and men of the United States Marine Corps, for which Semper Fidelis, meaning always faithful, is their motto. Unfortunately, President Arthur did not live to hear the march, which Sousa himself considered musically to be the finest march he ever wrote. Variations on America was originally a composition for organ. Composed in 1891 when Charles Ives was 17, it is an arrangement of a traditional tune known as My Country 'Tis of Thee, and was at the time the de facto anthem of the United States. The variations are a witty, irreverent piece for organ, probably typical of a silly teenage phenom like Ives. According to his biographers, the piece was played by Ives in organ recitals in Danbury and Brewster, New York during the same year. At the Brewster concert, his father would not let him play the pages which included canons in 2 or 3 keys at once because they were unsuitable for church performance. They upset the elderly ladies and made the little boys laugh and get noisy. This work was transcribed for orchestra in 1964 by William Schuman and for band in 1968 by William Rhoads.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you again so much for being here. You've been a wonderful audience. Before this next piece, I just want to say a few words. First of all, as being on staff here at Paradise, I do want to welcome you here. It's so wonderful to have such a good turnout. I appreciate seeing so many friendly faces from Sunday morning that have come here for our concert. One of the things that was mentioned at the beginning is that, in part, this concert is a tribute to Pat Croft, who served as a member of this band for 66 years. She was a member of this church, and she was a very good friend to me and many of the musicians that you see here on stage. I knew Pat from playing in this band. I had played in this band for about 10 years before I started teaching at Lake, but when I was hired at Lake, I did not realize until that first week that Pat was on staff there, and that she was coming twice a week to do sectionals with our kids, which was wonderful. And it was so neat to get to know her more and more, getting to check in with her twice a week. And she just had such a heart for teaching. She taught just about every instrument that we had, even though she was brought on for double reeds. She taught flute and clarinet sectionals, and there was even one year she taught a trombone sectional. She taught 5th grade beginning trombones, being a woodwind player, and one of those students in her 5th grade trombone class is now playing in a major symphony orchestra and ended up playing trombone. So he got a good start with Pat. But I've been here as organist only about 3 years. She was stepping back from teaching at Lake a couple of years ago, and I had known that they were looking for an organist, and honestly, she's the reason that I decided to come here, because I just wanted to be able to keep seeing her, even though she wasn't going to be at Lake. So one of the pieces, though, that she did ask, she never made requests of me here, but there was one piece she said, that Ives, Variations on America. I heard somebody play that once. I'd love to have you play that. That was way too hard for me, but I thought, we'll play it here for Pat. Something else that we're going to be doing next is we're going to be featuring one of her students, Breanna Sasanecki, who is a Lake student. She started clarinet with me back in the 5th grade, and then she was way too good to just play clarinet, and so we gave her to Pat, and she has just been a phenom on bassoon. She's finishing her first year at the University of Akron, won their concerto competition this year, and I've asked her to play a solo, not only because she's a fantastic bassoonist and a student of Pat's, but she had the opportunity to purchase Pat Croft's bassoon. So we will be getting to hear Pat's bassoon today, and we're excited to play this piece for you in memory of Pat. So if you would please help me welcome Breanna Sasanecki, our soloist.
Wow. When the Apollo 13 mission launched in April 1970, it was intended to be humanity's third lunar landing. Instead, an oxygen tank explosion en route turned the mission into one of the greatest survival stories in human history. To safely bring the astronauts home, Mission Control utilized a free return trajectory, swinging the damaged capsule around the far side of the moon and using the lunar gravity to slingshot it back towards Earth. In doing so, the crew inadvertently set a record for the farthest humans had ever traveled into the cosmos. 25 years later, composer James Horner captured the immense tension, isolation, and ultimate triumph of this successful failure. In his magnificent Academy Award-nominated score for Ron Howard's 1995 film, Apollo 13. John Moss's brilliant arrangement opens with a haunting solitary trumpet theme that evokes the vast loneliness of deep space before swelling into the noble brass-forward themes that honor the ingenuity and courage of the astronauts and the team on the ground. The heroic themes of Apollo 13 carry a renewed resonance today. This past April, NASA NASA's historic Artemis II mission successfully carried a crew of 4 astronauts around the moon and back to Earth. This mission, humanity's first crewed flight beyond the low Earth orbit in over half a century, mirrored the exact orbital path flown by Apollo 13, utilizing the same free return trajectory to loop around the lunar far side. In doing so, the Artemis II crew officially broke the 56-year-old distance record set by the Apollo 13 crew. As the band performs this sweeping medley, Horner's music serves as a bridge between generations of explorers, a tribute to the raw grit of the Apollo era, and an inspiring fanfare for the modern Artemis generation as we once again look to the stars. Now here is music from Apollo 13. For anyone out there who thinks these concerts should contain only serious music with profound artistic depth and emotional nuance, this next piece might ruffle a few feathers. I didn't write it, I'm just reading it. Composer Randall Standridge has hatched an exceptional piece. Influenced by 1920s vaudeville, infused with ragtime rhythms, and infiltrated by a clucking horde of rubber chickens, any musicians who get lost have been advised to just wing it. We hope you enjoy the great rubber chicken Galop, and we'll try not to foul it up. Canton Concert Band is comprised of professional musicians, but we are proud to invite outstanding music students from the high school and collegiate level to perform with us. Students, if you would please stand as I read your name, and audience members, please hold your applause until the end. From Glen Oak High School, Kirsten Banker. From Miami University, David Thomas. From Interlochen Arts Academy, Jesse Brown. From the University of Akron, Micah Hayes and Breanna Sasanecki. From the University of Cincinnati, Shelby Miller. And from the University of Missouri, Kansas City, Austin Yoder. Now please help me recognize these outstanding students. celebrate a towering figure in the landscape of American music, Leonard Bernstein. As a composer, conductor, and educator, Bernstein did more than just write music. He captured the very pulse, energy, and diverse cultural tapestry of 20th century America. He possessed a unique genius for erasing the boundaries between classical sophistication and popular culture. Tonight we present a dance from his first ballet, Fancy Free. This ballet, choreographed by the legendary Jerome Robbins, takes place outside a New York City bar during the wartime. Three sailors on leave enjoy a drink and begin looking for female companionship. The three are soon accompanied by two girls, and with not enough girls to go around, each sailor performs a solo dance to compete for their affections. This Cuban-style danzon is the third and final dance. It has been said that Irving Berlin is American music. Over a career spanning more than 6 decades, Berlin wrote an estimated 1,500 songs, forming the absolute backbone of the Great American Songbook. Berlin's melodies were simple, direct, deeply resonant, becoming the soundtrack for generations of Americans through world wars, economic hardships, and times of national celebration. This tribute weaves together a vibrant tapestry of Berlin's most iconic hits, beginning with There's No Business Like Show Business and ending with God Bless America. We would like to thank Paradise Church for donating the use of their building and the Paradise Care and Community Team for putting together the cookies and the refreshments. Thank you very much. In today's world, opportunities to hear high-quality music played live are becoming increasingly rare. Although there is no admission charge for these concerts, they do cost money to produce. The only way this fine ensemble can continue to provide weekly summer concerts is through the generous support of sponsors and donations from our loyal audiences. If you value live music and would like to ensure that these concerts can continue, please see your program or visit CantonConcertBand.com for more information on becoming a sponsor. If you are so inclined, we also have a donation drum located right there at the table where you entered where the programs are. And you can please make a donation at the conclusion of our concert. If you enjoyed this concert, please consider joining us for another of our many performances throughout the summer. Our next concert will be a brand new program conducted by Charles Cobb on Wednesday, July 15th at John Knox Presbyterian Church. Please visit the band's website, CantonConcertBand.com, for the complete performance schedule, locations, and weather cancellation updates. To close our program this evening, we bring you our National March, John Philip Sousa's Stars and Stripes Forever.